Is it better to be feared or respected? And I say, is it too much to ask for both?
What's going on, YouTube? So it looks like this one's gonna have straps just like their 1/4 Hulk. No tape around the outsides, and it looks like 2 layers. Here's the top layer. I haven't taken anything out yet. Looks like the 2 torsos, maybe some portraits in here and hands. Again, here's the first layer. I unwrapped the torsos and the 2 portraits. I threw this one over. I flipped it over so you can see the back repulsors on there. And then, of course, the front would be the same as this. That way you can see both at once. I want to say, first off, that this is definitely a premium statue. There's a reason it has the premium price. Every part feels like quality, has a good weight. It's much heavier than comparable pieces of the same size. I can say that. These torsos alone have lots of weight to them. Even just one of his legs has lots of weight. The portrait here is dusty and dirty and grimy, but of course your phone tries to fix that to make it look better, so it doesn't quite come off as good as that looks. I mean, that portrait is very nice. Here's the second layer. Now all these pieces, his arms, his legs, all the separate pieces have really good weight to them, and the paint is just done fantastic. All the connections are nice. There's no sloppy work here. They really took their time on this one. For the light up features, I've seen where plugs were sloppy, glued in. Not on this one. This leg has massive amount of weight to it. I'm assuming due to having the large rod all the way through this. Another plug on the other side. Like that, just that one leg is very heavy. Definitely quality stuff. Nice translucent effect there. People were saying this wasn't painted good enough. I think it's just due to pictures. I mean, you just don't pick up on camera. I mean, these cell phones, I'm using a cell phone, so you're not going to pick up the color like you see it in person. Unfortunately, I don't have a good camera. But sometimes the bases are a little bit lacking. I want to say they're muddled. I don't know a better word for it. Sometimes they come off muddled, like too muted or just not enough attention to detail on them on some of their statues. But this one's great. Tons of weight to that as well. All right, let me get this thing assembled and we'll show you them together with the light out on. I wanted to point out that this does not take batteries. It can only be plugged on with an adapter. So as you saw from the video, his arms are a separate piece, his torso is a separate piece, and both the legs are a separate piece, and then the base is one piece. So we'll start down here on the base. I like the way the A is somewhat clean, as if it was the logo on the building, and then just some weathering around the edges there. Then the building rubble itself looks like concrete, maybe. Then you got crevices in there with rebar. And there's some greenery in there. Still got some styrofoam. Here's the flame effect. It's done very well. Even when it's off, it looks nice. You have the underneath, the underbase, I guess you call that, which is more like a soil type color, more of a brownish gray. When the light up's on, the actual foot lights up, and then there's a light up in the effect as well. And there's your plug and switch. Let me spin back the other way. So all the pieces, I think the base is done very well. I like the window effect back here, even though it's in the back. So all the pieces go in very snug. Everything's nice and tight. I can show you here on the extra torso. You can see the weathering on that. Different layers of paint. But if you see there, there's channels for each of the connections. So yeah, there's like so they can only go in one way. There you go. That's a better look at it. So this is the one without the repulsors. Without the back repulsors. This is the deluxe version, which comes with the extra torso. And I wanted to show you guys, I got the 1/10 one here. While I'm showing you the pieces, figured I'd show you the portrait on the 1/10. And for being a 1/10, it's pretty good. Maybe if I do this. See that there? For 1/10, they even got the eyelashes painted on there. I think it looks pretty good for a 1/10. And then this is what the 1/4 looks like. Same paint effect with the blood on the eye there. This one's much more grimy and dirty looking, which it's hard to pick up on camera because the camera's sitting here trying to fight it and trying to make your skin tone look better. But yeah, he's actually dirty and grimy. The eyes are painted well. The hair is painted well. So I think they did a good job on the portraits. Thought it would just be cool to show you the two next to each other. And the 1/10 actually came with an extra torso as well. So back to the 1/4. Like I said, the A looks nice. The concrete looks good. All the weathering on the base is done very well. Then you have a ton of weathering on Iron Man himself too. Like he's got dirt and grime and mud on his boots. The details in the arc reactor are very nice. Even when the light up is on, you can still see the detail there. This head connection might not be down all the way. I haven't messed with it. So I'm gonna go ahead and turn the light up on for you. If I can find the button. So when I first lit them up, it's gonna be hard to see this. If I can turn the... So the light up is down in the base, and then he also has one on his foot there. So that was very nice. In person, the whole thing lights up. It's a little brighter than how it's picking up now. Then you got the one on the bottom of the foot there, on both feet. And then you also have one on his back, from the back repulsors, which looks terrific. The repulsors are painted very nice. I mean, these things are shiny. They're looking good. Nice and glossy. All the paintwork is nice. There's no overspray or sloppy lines. All of it's nice and clean. The portrait looks really nice. There's no bleed through in the mask like some pictures suggested when pictures were first shown. It looked like the eyes bled through the face mask like it was made of plastic or something, but that's not the case at all. So you can see. Oh, piece of hair on there. So yeah, I'm very happy with the portrait and the light up. Here you can see the arc reactor. Like I was saying, you can see the pattern still in it, even with it lit up, which is nice. It's not overpowering. I think the lights are just the right brightness on this. And the only problem I had was this left hand. I had to push this arm in a little more. I had to use some force to get that in all the way to get the light up to come on the hand there. So this is the way I'll be displaying it. You see that hand also has a light up. I'll be displaying it this way with this torso. And I'm sure there's plenty of other videos out there with the regular torso on it. So you guys can check that video out, because I'm not going to take this back apart. I'm just leaving it the way it is. You see all the weathering there. There's a lot of weathering on this. It's definitely trying to depict him later in the movie where he's already all beat up, where he's been fighting people. What I can do for you is switch the portrait. So I'll do that for you real quick. We'll take this one off. There's that's what the plugs look like. Oh, let me get that to focus. There we go. That's what all the plugs look like on all the arms and stuff. And then see the channel. Every single key is like that. It has the channel, so it can only go in one way. And even this one has it too, just without the plug. So there we go. Can only go in the channel one way. All these connections are very snug too, so it takes some pressure. It might go down a hair more, but I'm not going to force it, because I'm just going to be pulling this back out anyway. Even though I do like this. I do like the look. I mean, I may display it like this for a little while. Looks pretty good. And then that's what it looks like. I can get both of them in the frame. What the 1/10 looks like compared to it. So I'll get some video once it's in the display spot. But yeah, the torso, the legs, everything has good weight to it. The base is nice and hefty. Now he's back more on this base. So you can see the weight of the statue is more towards the back of it. So the back side of the base definitely handles most of the weight, but there's no issue there. It's stable enough that you're not going to have to worry about it.